Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of WITS and WAGERS. Wednesday, 9/11. Of course, this is never forget 9/11, the tragic events, 9/11, 2001. Get everybody's comments in a second, but just, thoughts and prayers. As always, every year, this is a day that I will never forget. Living in the New Jersey, New York area at the time that it happened. But going to go to Carson first. Carson, how you doing, my friend, this evening? And we'll get Joey's words in a minute.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for having me. Looking forward to Wits and Wagers, and then we got our normal show afterwards. But Joey, Kenny, good to see you. Yeah, I was 2 years old when it happened. Obviously, rest in peace to all those lives that were lost. Huge shout out to all the firefighters, first responders on that day as well. We'll definitely never forget a tragic moment in American history, and got to move forward as best you can.
Absolutely. Well said, Carson. And Joey, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you as always.
Hey, Spider, on the way over, bring me a cuddy and water. Hey, how are you? How you doing? And yeah, this is a 9/11. I was down there. I was a city bus operator, New York City Transit Authority. I just wasn't a bookmaker. I did have a regular job too, for the bennies, keep a low profile. But I remember that day, the night before, my softball team, we were playing in the championship, and in like the middle of the fourth inning, it got rained out. Went home that night. The Broncos and Giants played on a Monday night game. Next day, Tuesday, I go into work early. I'm about 8:30, 8:45 in the morning. I'm passing the George Washington Bridge on Broadway, going downtown to my depot to go on my swing, my lunch on 132nd. So the plane must have just passed me. I walked into the garage, and we have a big screen TV in our room, the lunchroom. Guy told me the plane just went in there. So I went in to look, and I see the plane go in, and I thought it was a replay. It was the second plane that went in there. So now I get on the bus, and I have to go downtown. And now bus is the only ones running because they shut all the trains down. The city is going past. I got people wall to wall on my bus going downtown. I get to Columbus Circle. Somebody has a radio on. They says one of the buildings just went down. I get to Fifth Avenue. I make the right onto Fifth as I'm heading downtown. It looked like a Batman movie. All I see was black smoke rolling up Fifth Avenue from downtown. As we got to the Empire State Building on 34th Street, cops were running out of the Empire State Building. They said it was a bomb. It was all rumors. I made the left. I said, everybody out, this is the last stop. I went back uptown. It took me like 4 hours to get uptown. I stayed that night. I didn't go home till 4 in the morning. I bring from Mount Sinai doctors and nurses with the bus down to Chambers Street. Went back down again. I hate to say this, with loads of body bags and bringing them down there. Yeah, it was a wild time, and I lost a lot of friends and from Cantor Fitzgerald and a couple of fireman friends too. Rest in peace to everybody that day. We'll never forget you.
Rest in peace, Joey, and thoughts and prayers with you. And thank goodness you were safe and you came back. I didn't know you at the time, but obviously, thank goodness you're here with us today.
I know. Like a cat, got 9 lives.
That being said, boys, we're here. We're going to do some college football, NFL, and then some best bets and maybe an underdog. So some of these will college slate, in my opinion. Last week we had huge upset, Notre Dame going down, 28-point underdog. Could have really cleaned up on the money line there. But got some games this week. It's a good betting week, in my opinion, guys. But the games are not as attractive to the regular fans. So Wits and Wagers fans, we got you covered. We're going to pick some games right now. And I'll start with Carson on the first one here. And first one is going to be tomorrow night, Carson. Nice Big 12 matchup. 2 top 25 teams. Number 20, Arizona, heading to Kansas State. Kansas State is about an hour ago, -7-point favorites here in this one. 58.5 is the over-under for Joey.
Yeah, that's such a tough game. I mean, that's a coin flip type of game. I could totally see Arizona pulling off the upset, or I could totally see Kansas State rolling them. I'm going to go with Arizona plus the points. I just think this quarterback Fafita is legit. I like their team. Arizona's turned their program around the past couple seasons, so this is a really tough spread for me. But if I had to pick, I'll go with the Arizona Wildcats plus a 7.
Joey, a couple hellos. Michael Ronquillo, Arizona Wildcat fan out there in Arizona. Everybody's friend, Michael Ronquillo. I hope you're going to be his friend, Joey, in a second. Got your friend Nick Eagle on YouTube saying, Uncle Joey taught me everything I know about the rackets since I'm a kid.
The boy, Nicky. That's little Nicodemo. He's around me now. He's over here now. He's a GIT, G-I-T, a gambler in training.
And Kurt's doing his best to turn Michael on him. He's saying, what's up, boys? Kansas State at home. Joey, you going to be friend of Michael, or you going to turn on Michael here?
Both teams are the Wildcats. So give me the Desert Cats. Give
Desert
me
Cats. You know what?
Give me the Desert Cat. Give me Arizona.
I'm with you. I'm going to take the Wildcats here. They didn't play. They're playing okay. I think this is the game they break out and they take it. Michael, I think you're going to be happy come tomorrow night. I think the Wildcats get the road victory. And Michael has Kansas State beating Arizona.
Hey, Michael.
You know what? Realistic fan over there. You know, I know he's big on his Wildcats when it's basketball season, but
yeah,
they're turning their football program around. So good luck to the Wildcats tomorrow, Michael. Joey, I'll go to you on the next one. We're going to start Sunday's action. Sunday's action is a big one, 12 noon.
Oh, no college?
Yeah, I got college for you. Oh. Sunday. I'm saying Saturday. I meant Saturday, 12 noon.
Okay.
Sorry, Joe. Saturday, 12 noon. The number 4 Crimson Tide traveling up to Wisconsin, Joe. And Bama's a big favorite here. 16 points, 51.5, Joe.
You know what? It's even though Nick Saban's not there, that's still Alabama. And I mean, Carson will probably have a better handicap on me. He's from Big Ten country up there. Mm-hmm. But I don't think Wisconsin is as good as they think they are. I think Alabama goes in there and rolls them. By the second half, they'll be up by 20.
Yeah, you know what, Joe? I'm going to go with you. I'm going to take Alabama in this one. They get their scare against South Florida 2 years in a row. I think they bounce back and they hand Wisconsin a big loss here. Carson, you're the Big Ten guy. They have a shot here?
Yeah, I mean, Alabama looked pretty scary the first half against South Florida, but they did pull away at home. Again, new coach, like you guys said, no Saban anymore. Again, I really like what Luke Fickell's done with this program, Wisconsin. This is their first big test. They played Western Michigan and South Dakota. Both beat them by 2 touchdowns. Now they got one of the alphas from the SEC coming over. So, for the show, I'm probably going to take the points with Wisconsin. But again, this is a weird line, 16 points. It could be one of those Texas-Michigan type games like we saw last week where you think the spread's going to be close. Vegas is tricking you, but then Texas blows out Michigan. This could be a similar type of game where Alabama could just roll Wisconsin. But for the show, 16 points, big noon kickoffs there, Big Ten country. Place is going to be crazy. I'm going to go Wisconsin plus the 16.
Like it.
Yeah, Carson's a Big Ten guy.
I'm going to switch. Yeah, I'm probably going to switch my pick there. SEC matchup, Carson. I'm going to go back to you on this one.
Yeah.
Surprising South Carolina 2-0. Big win against Kentucky last week. They host LSU. Big loss against USC. Mm-hmm. Brian Kelly very upset with his team. LSU is a 7-point favorite on the road here, over under 50.5.
Yeah, I think you probably saw Brian Kelly chew out his guys last week. That was a really interesting game. Game went into overtime. A hard-fought loss to USC. Refs were very questionable in that game. LSU -7. I like that bet a lot. So give me the Tigers in this one.
Joey, where are you going in this one?
This is a play for me. South Carolina, the Gamecocks. Home dog. Tough place to play. They're going to be rowdy down there. They're fired up.
I don't trust the LSU quarterback and their defense. How much better is it than it was last year? So you know what? I'm with Joey. I'm going to take the Gamecocks in this one. next matchup I got on here, the backyard brawl, Joe. Backyard brawl is back. We got Pitt. West Virginia traveling to Pitt. West Virginia, a 2.5-point favorite in this one, Joey. High scoring. They're expecting high scoring, 60.5 over under.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the home dog, and just because it's the home dog and it's a rivalry, so I'll take the Pitt Panthers here.
I'm with you, Joe. West Virginia's not playing. There was a lot of hype that they were going to be a sleeper team this year. They haven't showed me much yet so far, so I'm going to take Pitt in the home backyard brawl matchup here. Carson, we going to sweep it?
Yeah, I'll sleep with you guys. I'll go with the Panthers here.
Put the asterisk next to it. So we got one for the books. Our next matchup is another SEC matchup. Kentucky's going to be hosting Georgia in this one. Georgia, a whopping 24-point favorite. Kentucky was supposed to be a sneaky team in the SEC. They lose at home to South Carolina. How do they bounce? Do they get to bounce back with that? They get the number one team in the nation, and the number one team in the nation is given 24, Carson, on the road.
Yeah, again, it sounds suspicious. 24 points. Kentucky, again, I know they're home, but I think it's still Georgia, the cream of the crop. You saw what happened last week. They were a little bit shaky in the first half. They pulled away, though. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs here, lay the points.
Joey, where are you headed in this one?
If I had to play this game, I'm going to go Bulldogs. I think this guy's looking to put something on him. He wants everybody to know we're the number one team in the country. They're going. That's a rivalry. They like SEC. Nobody likes each other there. Georgia wants to put it on them on the road. I'll take the Bulldogs for the show.
Yeah, I'm with you. This isn't a big play for me, but I'm going to take the Bulldogs. But first half, I might look to do the Kentucky Wildcats here, and I could see the Bulldogs pulling away. Second half, I could see this being like a 7-point game at half, and then the second half they just outscore Kentucky 24-7 type of thing, and they cover the spread. So I'm going to take Georgia with you guys, but reluctantly. Next one I'm going to give to Joey. He wanted this one on the board. We get it on the board. Interstate rival, Colorado going to Colorado State, Joey. Of course, Colorado did not look good against Nebraska. Colorado State not looking good, right now in their conference play or their couple of games that they've had. I got Colorado laying 6.5 on the road in this interstate rival, 58.5 over under, Joe.
Yeah, I think Colorado State for the last few weeks has been looking for this game, waiting for this game for a whole year. Last year they had the lead. They went into Buffalo's place, the Buffs. And they almost had a win. They had the lead, and quarterback threw for over 300 yards. Receiver had a good day, and they're back. So give me the Rams plus the points, and I even think they might even win this game outright. This is a play for me. Colorado State. I took plus 7.5. I think what is it now? Plus 7?
Plus 6.5. I got
plus 6.5. I'm still gonna take them plus 6.5.
All right, I'm not going to give you – this wasn't a play of mine. I was going to take Colorado for the show, but if this is a play for Joey,
you could go again.
No, it's Wits and Wagers. This is for the fans out there. I'm not this wasn't a play of mine. If it was a play of mine, I would say so. It's not a play of mine. So, listen to what Joey said. It's a play of his. So I'll lay off this one. And Carson.
Yeah, I'm with Joey here. You want to talk about big frauds in college football. You're looking at Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, and his rap songs at Colorado University. Give me the Rams of Colorado State.
Nice. Our next one.
That's a Midwestern guy right there.
I got a little late night action for everybody. I got before the late night action, let me go back.
Carson, really say what it is. It's for the degenerates out there.
There you go. Yeah,
I got one before the degenerates. Before the degenerates are up, I'm going to put interstate rival Oregon Ducks traveling to the Pac-2's Oregon State, Joe. Oregon struggling in their first two games are laying 16.5 in this one, Joey. Which way are you going, Joe? Is this the bounce back game for them?
Lay it, baby. Oregon. The Ducks.
Joey's
Yeah,
laying it
yeah,
with the Ducks.
yeah.
Quack, quack.
He's too good of a coach for his team to play 3 games in a row like that. And there's talent on that team. They got a talented quarterback. He's too good of a coach. And you know what? They're going to make a statement. Here come the Ducks.
I like it. How about you, Carson? Where are you heading?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Oregon here as well. I think this is definitely a playoff team. First 2 weeks a little shaky, but like Joey said, week 3, I think they'll be ready to go. I think they blow out Oregon State, who they just lost their head coach now to my Spartans, Jonathan Smith. So I have no problem with going with the Ducks here.
What? Hey, Kenny, that's in Eugene, that game, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Late night degenerates, like Joey said.
Yeah.
Let's get. We got the San Diego State Aztecs traveling to the ACC's Cal Golden Bears. I got Cal Golden Bears, the late night degenerates who are working or who are up late at night get to watch this game. Cal laying 18.5 off that big win against Auburn, Joe.
I'm all over Aztecs. I like the Aztecs. I'm going to use them in a couple of little exotic parlays, for pizza money.
Carson, you got to play in this one?
Yeah, I'll go with Aztecs for the show. 18.5 points, conference game, kind of close by. I'll go with the Aztecs here as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to sweep it. We're going to go Aztecs. So let's take the road dog in this one. Put it on the ticket.
There you go.
So my game of the week, boys. I put this one down because it's two top 25 teams. Again, the slate wasn't that great this week. Boston College off of their big road victory in Bill O'Brien down in Florida State. Travel now to Missouri, and Missouri is a dangerous team that people are overlooking. Missouri, Carson, is laying 16.5 in this one at home. Over-under is 54.5.
God, this is such a tough spread. I want to say Missouri. I could think Boston College could get the backdoor cover. I think Missouri, this is probably arguably their most talented roster they've ever had. So I think for the show, I'm going to lay the points with Missouri.
Joey, how about you?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off of, like with Carson. Missouri's a talented team. We know about Missouri. I don't know about Boston College, just that their coach, I think there's too much talent. You know what? I'll take the Tigers.
This one's one of my big plays. I'm with you guys, so put this on the ticket. Missouri at home, SEC versus ACC.
Nice.
They beat Florida State, who looks like a fraud team, and everybody is like, oh, this team's getting 16.5. This spread should be in the 20s, in my opinion. I'm taking Missouri at home with their high-powered offense. I got our good friend Trevor Salzman from the Denver Bronco Roundup.
Hey, Trevor.
Keith and Jody and Albert, Tuesday nights, Friday nights, and Sunday post-game Broncos.
Hey, how you doing, boys, out there in the Rocky Mountain? How you doing? Say hello once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Keith.
He brings up a
I
good
call
point.
him the beard. He's got the beard down to his knees. Hey, Kenny, Boston College, say if they would have lost to Florida State, what do you think that this line would have been? Missouri, at least what,
I'd say about
21,
24.
Yeah.
So I'm all over Missouri here.
That's what you got to think about too, Carson, when you start handicapping. You know what happens if BC lost that game? What's the line really would have been?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trevor brings up a good point about the Colorado game. He's out there in Colorado. He says it's a rivalry that'll be fun to watch. In his opinion, Colorado can't lose. It's a game you have to win if you're Sanders. Mm-hmm. If they don't win this game, they might not win 3 games this year. Their Big 12 schedule is going to be brutal.
This is a revenge game.
I know.
Colorado State.
This could be a disaster year for Colorado. And then what happens with Sanders' stock if that happens?
His other son, he's a really good player. He's a corner. He plays in the secondary. He's out.
Right.
So, and last year they did damage this team. This quarterback threw for 365 yards.
I'm ready to move on to the pros, boys, if you guys are.
Go.
Yeah, good.
All right. We're going to shift gears to the NFL now. And we got a good one tomorrow night. And the good one starts, it's 2 AFC East rivals, two that are going to be fighting for the division, in my opinion, and it's Buffalo traveling to Miami. Joey, this line has ballooned up. It's now 2.5 Miami favored. It was 1.5 earlier today. So a lot of money coming in on the home favorite here, Joe. Which way are you going?
Yeah, we moved. We hit Miami before, so we laid 2 with Miami before. So now it's up to 2.5. We're on the fish. This is a big play. Miami Dolphins. Buffalo's defense is too small. They're not going to be able to keep up with this Miami offense.
I agree with you, Joe.
I like the fish here. I like Miami winning at least by a touchdown.
Miami in September, Buffalo traveling down there is like Miami traveling up to Buffalo in December. This is going to be hard to play in that humidity down there. And
yeah, they're lucky it's at night because it would have been worse if it was in the day.
True. And it's a good point. Carson, which way you heading in this? You sweeping it?
Yeah, I'm sweeping it. I think Miami showed you why last week. Joey hit me with the Tyreek Hill over 90 receiving yards, so that hit. He get the handcuff touch celebration. That was definitely gangster.
I knew he was going to do the perp. I knew he was going to do the perp walk.
And Josh Allen. I mean, he's Josh Allen. He's a great quarterback. I still don't know what he's going to do with his receiving core situation this year with Keon Coleman and Dalton Kincaid and Shakir. I think the Dolphins are just way too more offensively explosive than the Bills are this year. So I'll go with the Dolphins as well. If you really want, you can go money line. Money line's not that much different if you just want to go that instead of the -2 or 3 or whatever it is. But yeah, I like both plays.
And I got one other thing. Big shout out to everybody who did the perp walk. Hello, how you doing?
There you go.
Hey Joe, real quick, the beard is actually saying hello, guys. Mr. Keith Brugman at the Denver Bronco Roundup. We just said hello to Trevor, Keith. Great. I was on their show last night. Thanks for inviting me on. I helping them out, and they help us out all the time as well.
Keith. Hey, Keith, you know what? Every week I want you to check in. You know what I'm talking about? Check in.
He's saying claws, clams, and the stepfather. That's the nickname I got for the Broncos. I adopted the Broncos last year. The sports books better watch out! !
There you go. What's up,
Joey?
Keith?
Just for Trevor and Keith, I don't have this on the docket, but Steelers 2.5. I looked earlier. 2.5-point favorite in Denver. Which way are you going to go on this one, Joe? Do you have a play?
Yeah,
the boys.
Yeah, a 3-unit play on the Steelers. I didn't send it out yet, Carson, but we're going to probably be on the Steelers laying the 2.5. Yeah.
Sorry, Trevor, Keith. I thought he might have went Broncos for you guys, but
you know what? Tomlin is like 38-6 against rookie quarterbacks or something like that. Really good, and the Broncos ain't going to be able to run the ball on the Steelers.
Yeah, good point. All right, we're going to move to Sunday. I got some games for Sunday. The Saints traveling to Dallas. Both teams 1-0. Dak Prescott got paid last week. They looked great. The Saints looked great, but it was against the Panthers, or are the Saints better than people think? Carson, Cowboys at home are laying 6.5 in this one.
Yeah, they just put the bear claw down in Cleveland last week. That game wasn't even close. They're back home now, first game of the year. Saints are totally up in the air. They had a nice win last week. We'll see what Derek Carr is this year. Joey and I are on this one. I like the Cowboys to cover here in this game.
Joey, which way you heading?
Hey, how about them Cowboys? No, I'm on the boys. Lattimore is going to be out for the Saints. He's not playing. Dak will be able to do some damage against them, but this is the only thing. It's the Cowboys. Like they get you a big win, and all of a sudden, you know what? They could still be celebrating. They're like that, and especially they got a coach like McCarthy who will allow that to happen. That's the only thing I worry about. If this is a letdown spot, that they're feeling good about last week's win. He's got to. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But I'm on the Cowboys. You know what? Panthers looked really terrible. We were on them. That was a terrible one. But I'm on the Cowboys down in Big D.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Cowboys with you guys. I think they win by at least a touchdown, which will get the cover with the six. They're only given 6.5, so if they win by 7, they cover, and I could see them easily winning by a touchdown. Next 1 o'clock game, Carson. I'm not going to have you could just give us your thoughts.
Yeah,
you don't have to give us a pick. It's your team. I don't want you to have feel like you're jinxing them. So if you want to just give us your thoughts on the game,
be a professional.
we got the Bucks traveling to Detroit, and Detroit is laying 7. Carson.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Lions, the first 2 playoff games of the year last year were the Rams and then the Buccaneers, and the first regular 2 season games of the year were the Rams and now the Buccaneers. It's funny how the NFL does that. Buccaneers, though, I mean, they're a talented team. Baker Mayfield, I mean, he got a lot of slack, criticism the past couple of years, trading from team to team. Looks like he found his home in Tampa. He had a monster game last week, excuse me. So you know, they're don't overlook the Buccaneers. They got a decent running game with Rashad White. They got 2 stud receivers, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. They got a really good left tackle in Tristan Wirfs. So Buccaneers are talented, 7.5. You know, obviously I hope the Lions win, but Buccaneers are an underrated team this year. So don't sleep on the Bucs.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Joey the final word on this one. If this game was in Tampa, I would take Tampa, Carson. This game is in Detroit, and I think you guys have now, in my opinion, the hardest place to win as a road opponent.
Mm-hmm.
This place is going to be fired up. You know, you got that overtime win last week. I think the game's going to be close, though. I think 7's way too much. So I am going to take the Buccaneers with the spread. But, hey, a Lions fan, Carson, like you are, 2-0 start because you're going to get the win. But I think it's going to be less than 7.
Oh, yeah, that's what you really want. You wanted to hear. Right, Carson?
Joey, your pick.
Yeah, you know what? The Tampa Bay secondary is a little beat up. But, you know, Goff looked a little shaky. I think they're going to, you know, they seen what the formula is with them, run the ball, because you know what? The Lions secondary is still a little shaky. So I like the Bucks with the points for the show. But my play here is under 51.5 in this game.
I got it at 50.5, so it is going down.
Yeah, well, we got it at I sent it to Carson a while. We got it under 51.5.
Something to point out in this game too, guys. Carlton Davis, he was their starting cornerback on the Buccaneers last year. Now he's the starting corner for the Lions, so he knows a lot about Mike Evans and Chris Godwin guarding him all the time last year in practice. So nice. That could be an interesting matchup to look forward to.
And you know what? And last week Tampa Bay played Washington, and they got a really bad defense. Detroit's going to have a good rush on them. They're going to get to Mayfield. They're going to make them hurry the ball. So I like it. And under the 51.5 is a play here for me.
Nice. Our good friend David Burns is watching from Cedar Hill, Texas. What's up, David? We're doing some NFL picks right now.
Hey, Tex.
Joey, let me give you this one. Arguably the most impressive team in football this past week, 49ers. Maybe the second most impressive team, the Vikings. They're up against each other. 49ers traveling to Minnesota. Minnesota getting 5 at home from San Francisco. McCaffrey banged up. Keep that in mind. Let's keep an eye on that injury status. But right now the line is 5, Joe.
You know what? I think the 49ers are going to see a better defense than they seen Monday night in that Fugazi overrated Jet defense. You know, they were 25th last year in the run, and people call them a great defense. I think Flores at home. Flores, he's not going to be able to stop him, but you know, with the 5, I'll take the home dog plus the 5 in this game.
I'm going to give Carson the last word. I'm with you, Joe. I'm going to take the home dog here. Don't know if they're going to win, but it wouldn't surprise me. Grass to turf for San Fran. Short week for San Francisco. Monday night, planner playing Sunday. Vikings off that high, emotional win. They've had a lot of things to overcome in the offseason. They handled it well. Sam Darnold, just make a few plays a game. You know, run the ball, get it to your big guy right there, Jay Jetta, Justin Jefferson, and maybe you pull off the upset in week 2.
Hey,
I'm going to
Kenny,
take the 5.
Kenny, listen to this. 20 minutes before I came on the show, I was grabbing in the closet for one of my windbreakers. I pulled out. It's a Viking windbreaker.
Nice.
I got it right here.
Nice.
So look, that's an omen. That means, hey, we got to play the Vikings.
Carson, big NFC North team. Which way you going in this one?
Yeah, I'm big on the Niners here, guys. We'll just see what happens with Sam Darnold. He had a pretty decent week last week, 2 weeks in a row. Let's see if he can make it together. I know they're going on the road, the 49ers, but again, like you guys said, I think this is the best team in football. You saw what they did against the Jets without Christian McCaffrey. Supposedly, he's not supposed to play again this weekend. But I mean, Jordan Mason stepped up huge. They're going to get Ayuk more involved. He was pretty much non-existent last week. They still took care of the Jets. So I'm going to lay the points here at the 49ers.
Great point with Donald. Forgot all about that. Yeah.
I'm going to give this game to Joey. We're going to catch up a little bit because we're falling a little behind. We're already over the half hour. So I want to catch up a little bit because we do have K&K coming up at 8. Joey, give me a pick on the Browns Jaguars. The Jaguars are laying 3.5 over under 41.
Yeah, I try to lay the 3 in this game. I'm on the Jaguars. This is a play for me. I like the Jaguars. There's a lot of problems in Cleveland. They said it 2 weeks ago. Before the season. There's a lot of problems in Cleveland. They're going the wrong way. Give me the Jaguars in this game. This is a play for me, a 5-unit play.
Nice. You heard it first here from Joey Clams. I ain't going against no 5-unit play from Joey. I don't think Carson is neither.
No. Yeah, I'm going Jaguars as well. Trevor Lawrence, watch out. Dark horse for MVP this year. He looked pretty good last week, slinging the ball. He's got his receivers back, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, like Joey said, it's a mess in Cleveland. I mean, their defense might be able to save their horrific offense and Deshaun Watson and maybe keep this game close. But Jaguars I like a lot as well.
Next one I got on here is the 0-1 Jets against the 0-1 Titans. The Titans had every chance to beat the Bears, and they blew it. They get to host the Jets in their home opener. Carson, the Jets are laying 4.
Lay it. There's no way Aaron Rodgers loses 2 games in a row. Give me the Jets.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Kenny, what's the total there?
I got a total of 42.5, Joe. I'll let you pick this one real quick, too.
Yeah, you know what? This is a must-win game for the Jets because you got a short week. You got to play on Thursday. I'm going to go I was on the radio yesterday with Michael Kay, and I told him this guy is not a head coach. He cannot take us to the Super Bowl. Won't win. But I'll take the Jets here. I think Rodgers is going to try win the game for us.
Keith Brugman's going with the Jets as well. Put it on the ticket, boys. Got a couple more, guys. We'll get through these. So next one I put on this as an interesting one. Seattle Seahawks, they beat the Broncos in week 1, not in convincing fashion. Travel cross country to almost everybody's surprise team of week 1, the New England Patriots. New England's at home in their home opener, Joe, getting 3.5. Over under is 38.5.
Get just on principle, home dog, surface change. Plus 3.5. Give me the Pats.
Nice. Carson, you got to play on this one?
That's the trend.
I like the Patriots as well. They're going to run the ball a ton here. No status. Kenneth Walker's supposed to be playing. He banged up his quad last weekend, but he should be back. Same with Ramondre. It's going to be a battle between Ramondre and Kenneth Walker because they're going to pound the rock a ton, both teams in this game. But yeah, I like the Patriots 3.5.
The 3.5, you take it right now. If it goes down to 2.5, then you got to worry about it being a field goal game. You don't have to worry about that field goal 3.5. Jump on it now, Wednesday night. Don't wait till Friday. Don't wait till Saturday. Get it now if you like the Patriots because I think the line's going to go down. Keith's also going Patriots, but I'm not loving it. Got one more, and then our Sunday night, Monday night game. This one was supposed to be a matchup I was looking forward to. We just talked about the Patriots being the surprise team. This is probably the most disappointing team on the left here in week 1. The Cincinnati Bengals laid a complete egg week 1. what do they have now? They got to go on the road to Kansas City and face the two-time Super Bowl champions back-to-back, Pat Mahomes, Travis Swift, and the whole gang over there at home. Back-to-back home games for the Chiefs. Chiefs 5.5 off a long layoff. They played Thursday night. 48.5, Joe's the over-under. Which way you headed?
I got a big play on this game. I gave this out on Monday, but for the show, what do you got with the spread there?
5.5 right now.
You know what? I'll look to take the Bengals, maybe catching that backdoor cover. And I'm on. This is a big play for me. I'm going to be on the over here. They're not going to be able to stop the run game on Kansas City or the passing game. Mahomes and his weapons, when they got like 10 days off, they're gonna be, this ball's gonna be getting thrown around the ballpark. So I like the over in this game. We're on that game. There's a 5-unit play for me over in the Chiefs Bengals game on Sunday.
Nice. I'm going to go with the Bengals here reluctantly. I'm going to keep an eye on T. Higgins' status. And that's going to be a big difference maker for me. This game smells trap. I feel like they want you to take the Chiefs. I mean, the Bengals just lost to the Patriots. This line should be 7, in my opinion, if not 8. And it's 5.5. I think it smells trap game, that it's going to be very close in the end. Like Joey just said, high score and maybe 28-24. And the Bengals get the backdoor cover, like Joey said. So I'm going to take the Bengals. I'm going to take that backdoor cover, the 5.5 here, Joey and Carson. How about you, Carson?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's Pat Mahomes, but if there's one man that he has not farewelled against, it is Joe Burrow. I think he keeps this game close. So I like the Bengals plus the points, but I'm with Joey in the over here as well.
And I got another thing in this game. See what the team total is for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, we will.
If it's 27.5, go over that. They're going to get to 31.
Keith says, I'm telling you, Bengals are frauds. Chiefs, it doesn't matter. Return the belt. Burnell is saying hello. What's up, Burnell? Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey, Burnell.
All right, we got the primetime games, guys, and then we'll get our best bets in. So the first one is Sunday night. Caleb Williams did not look good week 1. The number 1 overall pick gets to go up against last year's star rookie of the year, C.J. Stroud. So it could be this year's rookie of the year versus last year's rookie of the year. Prime time. Texans laying 6.5 in this one, Joey. 45.5 is the over/under.
I don't have a play on the side, but I would lay the 6.5 with the Texans. I don't. Chicago couldn't do nothing with the ball, and I think the Texans defense is gonna hold them down. I would look to. I'm gonna take a look and see what that team total is for Chicago and look to go under that. I'd take a peek, but I'll take the Texans.
Keith's saying blowout. I'm with Keith. I think blowout. Eberflus is a fraud, in my opinion. Caleb Williams will be all right as the season goes on, but prime time Rome Odunze is banged up, so they're getting a little, thinner on offense. So give me C.J. Stroud in their home opener and a team to watch out for in the AFC to dethrone the Chiefs, the Houston Texans. Keith's taking the under and the Texans in that one. And Carson, you're playing the Sunday night game.
I think this is Caleb Williams' coming out party. I know he had a crappy game last week, but prime time, number 1 overall pick. Everybody and their mother's going to be betting the Texans. I'm going to go with the NFC North. I'm going to go with the Bears plus the points.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hey, boy. There he is.
Keith's saying the blowout was for the Chiefs over in the Bengals game as well. So he's with you, Joe. Our last game, then we'll get our best bets of the week. Monday night, prime time, Joey. I got the Falcons traveling to the Eagles. The Bijan Mustard over there, Bijan Robinson traveling to the Dirty Birds, the cheesesteaks. Eagles laying 6.5 over under 47.5.
You know what? How do you trust the team, right? That shut the door in the best coach of all time's face. They make terrible decisions, that organization, the Atlanta Falcons. Give me the Eagles here. Give me the Eagles are going to spank them.
You know, I'm a Giants fan, and I'm going to agree with you, Joe. Barkley's going to continue what he did last week. I think at home that crowd's going to be ferocious. On Monday night, their home opener, after coming from Brazil, this team's going to be fired up. This team's going to beat up on the
Falcons.
Falcons.
To this game too.
And it's Kirk Cousins on prime time.
Prime time. He's a statue. He can't even move.
Yep. And we got a couple comments.
He's going to be a hound's breakfast, baby.
I'm going to get Carson's thoughts, and then I'll get to the comments, and then we'll do our final thoughts here with best bets.
Yeah, again, the spread is fishy to me. I think, again, they want you to take the Eagles. I think this is going to be a big do-or-die game for Kirk Cousins. They're going to try to run the ball a ton with Bijan here. Drake London's got to get more involved. He had a pretty bad game last week. Kyle Pitts, that's probably the biggest question mark of their whole entire team right now. New coaching staff over there. I'm going to take the Falcons 6.5. I don't love it. I could see the Eagles totally beating them down, but I think the Falcons keep it close. So I'll go Falcons plus the points.
Well, Joey will agree with me on this one, and probably you too, Carson. The Eagles end up winning this game. Scoops is going to have them in the Super Bowl after 2 weeks. So, you know, that's what's going to happen.
No, that's typical Eagle fans. They're all, you know, you go down to the Borgata, they don't care. They don't even bet the points. They bet them to win.
Let me get some hellos in, some comments, and we'll get our thoughts in. So, Clayton's saying hello. Smash the like button. What's up, Clayton?
Buddy?
Keith's taking the under in this one. In the 6.5 with the Falcons. Cody Wild is saying Eagles beat down. Barkley fits like a glove, and he's too dangerous. So Joey, well, I'll go first. We're gonna do best bet. Best bet. I put best bet up there. Best bets, a college and an NFL one. My college one I'm gonna give everybody is gonna be. It's a high spread, and I hate to do it, but I'm going Missouri. Cody just said beat down in Philly. Beat down Missouri over Boston College. Boston College, nice win over Florida State, but this is big boys they're facing now. That's my best bet in college. My pro best bet, I'm going to come back and take I'm going to take the Jaguars. I know Joey 5-star play, but it was a big play of mine too. I think the Browns are in for a long season with as long as Deshaun Watson's their quarterback. Carson, your best bet.
Yeah, this is tough. I'm probably going to lean towards Missouri minus 16. That's going to be their breakout week to solidify them as a legit playoff national championship team. So I'm going to go with the Missouri Tigers in college. Pros, man, this is a tough one. Pros, I'll go with the Cowboys minus 6.5.
Keith's best bet is Vegas getting 8.5. He's taking the Raiders. It's up to 9.5 over here, Keith, just so you know. We didn't pick that game, but it's 9.5. Joey, your best bets in
college football, I'm going to go with the Rams at Colorado State. We got them plus 7.5. You got to get that touchdown. Take Colorado State. I got a couple in the pros. Miami Dolphins tomorrow night, and over in the Kansas City Chiefs game. So and you know what, and the Jaguars too. All those 5-star plays. Those are my big boys.
Nice.
Upset of the week. I'm going to give you an upset of the week. If you guys want to throw one out, you can as well. It doesn't have to be pro. Doesn't have to be college. Just give me one upset of the week. One upset of the week. I'm going Patriots at home. Seahawks traveling cross country. Patriots are going to be riding high. Give me the Patriots upset of the week. 3.5 on the money line. Joey, Carson, you guys want to throw an underdog upset of the week?
Yeah,
you might as well take Colorado State, right,
Joe?
Joe?
I'm going to go with the Colorado State. My dog,
double dip.
That's my dog going college plays, but that's my dog.
Double dip. And Carson, you want an upset one? Got an upset play?
I'm not seeing anybody in college, but I do like the Bears to upset the Texans primetime Sunday Night Football.
Nice. Cody's best bet is the Chargers to destroy the Panthers, Joe. You like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Chargers in that game. Just
Okay.
that you know what, it's gonna be like the tight game and on the game. So
Yeah.
that's what is it, 6.5?
I think it's like 6.5. Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be close. It's gonna be right around that number.
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna be right on that number.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, fellas. Want to get some closing
Tell
thoughts
everybody
in?
the house, shut your mouth.
I'll go first. I want to, thank everybody for joining us. It's got some fun football ahead of us. Week 2 in NFL, week 3 in college football already. I think we're going to see some teams. We're going to start learning about some teams on Sunday. College, it's kind of hard to get. You might get an upset or two, but we're going to start seeing who the real teams are in the NFL soon and who the frauds are. So going to be a fun week and fun Sunday and Monday night football starting tomorrow, actually Thursday. So Keith's upset of the week is the Giants win. Nobody expects that. LOL. But yeah, no, I want to thank everybody for joining us. And, check us out. K&K will be on shortly after we sign off here on Wits and Wagers. Joey, I'm going to go to you next. We'll give Carson the final word tonight.
Yeah, me and Carson on Saturday at 10. You want to do 10?
Sure.
Is that good?
Yeah.
10 o'clock. We get, we're gonna get some overnight moves with the college. Last week we did pretty good with Tulane and Illinois, so it was pretty good. So and you know what? Hey, let's go heavy, go hard and go heavy this week. Let's go. This is the week to make the money. Let's go. We're going to make money this week. Let's go, everybody. Fire away.
And
I say press the button. Press the button.
That's it. May your money double from Keith. May your money double from Keith. And Carson, final thoughts. And please give a plug out for the Carson Shear Show. The Tigers are doing some exciting things over there in September for you.
Yeah, Thanks, Kenny. Yeah, Joey and I will be live Saturday morning, so stay tuned for that. Looking forward to that. Shout out to Kenny, Joey for joining us, Wits and Wagers. Like Kenny said, we'll be live again in about 15 minutes or so with K&K. Carson Shear Show. I give my thoughts, opinions, reactions. Tigers are making it interesting. They're 3 games out of the wild card. Talking about my Lions, basically going to cover Thursday night, Sunday night football, Monday night football, and then my Michigan State Spartans. And then basketball's coming up in a month, and so is hockey. So looking forward to that as well.
Absolutely. And have a good night, everybody. We will see everybody for K&K in about 10 minutes. 15.
Oh, hey, listen, I'll be at the sports book at the track on Saturday with the kids, Nicodemo and all my young kids.
Joey's doing a celebrity meet and greet for anyone who's interested.
Nice.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see everyone next week.